Look, I think as far as tech goes, I think, and there's a lot of cool stuff that are coming down the pipelines, right? But it's interesting though. It's because of the content you consume is where you can start to see the bigger picture and those ideas out there, right? And that's what we were kind of about jamming a little bit earlier, was about content and what the value of that content brings, right? And for dealerships, I don't think we necessarily grasp this concept quite yet. And the reason I feel that they haven't grasped this concept is because take a look at their social media efforts.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I don't ever want to feel like we're always dumping on dealerships, but, for the most part, dealerships are like the most anti-social social media people like in the world, right?
Right.
The content they're putting out there not really necessarily bring value to the consumer. It's a lot different than like the Bitcoin and the podcast. You get value. You get value from listening to this, so you continue
my struggle with just trying to teach dealers, about a social media, like Scott Stratton, someone who I respect in marketing and stuff like that. So one thing that I remember him being at, I think it was a Kijiji Autos talk, and him just saying like, in order to do social media well, it needs to be done with a purpose, right? And if you're just going to do it for the sake of doing it, then don't do it at all.
Yeah.
Because people are excellent at picking up on motivation, right? And so if you're just in it so dealers, classic dealer move. Well, I'm going to use Facebook. I'm just going to use Instagram, and I'm going to put my inventory there.
Yeah.
And
pictures of cars or
I'm going to put my
2014
like Honda Civic up on my news feed on Facebook. So when the people, the 1,000 likes that I have or whatever on Facebook, those people who may see it in their timeline, they're going to see your Honda Civic. Generally, that's not where you go to find a car.
Yeah, exactly,
right?
exactly.
Now, there's a place like Facebook Marketplace where you can go to consume that, and that's the intention of it. Right?
And that's why Facebook did a great job of actually separating the two, right? Is that the problem is that the content that we put out there has to bring value, right? You find value in the content that you're consuming. Hence the reason why you continue to go back and listen to the same podcast, right?